My ping is very high, so hopefully I won't die. So today, let's talk about the future of Forsaken. And what I mean by that is the next upcoming map to Forsaken. Maps are literally the most important thing in Forsaken. Without maps, you really can't play the game, right? I have a feeling I know what the next upcoming map is going to be for Forsaken. Maybe. Hopefully. I don't know. I say this every video, but oh boy, it's been a while since I played this game. So let's just get right into it. I think the next map we should be getting in Forsaken is going to be called Haunted Mansion. And I have a few reasonings behind this. Starting off, look at the skin I'm using. This skin used to be called the Scarecrow skin. The skin was fully based on the Scarecrow from the Haunted Mansion game. But now this skin got a full-on remake, and now I'm pretty sure this skin is called something along the lines of It Comes From the Mansion. This redesign is awesome. I love it. It is fully based on Haunted Mansion now. Like, it says Red Room down here. As antlers, it has the little coat hangers in Haunted Mansion. It's holding a bunch of the pumpkins in the, and even the staff is literally the brew from the Haunted Mansion place. It's awesome. This skin, it's very cool. I love it. I love how creative the skin is. Boom, I hit you. Of course, it makes sense since the Scarecrow was very low quality, low effort, and yeah, this needed a remake, but I don't know, for me, it just feels so weird that this skin got remade into something that's like very similar to the Haunted Mansion game. So that's like my first hint, right? Like, oh hey, maybe this skin is hinting Haunted Mansion. My next hint, it goes back to the recent video that I posted talking about Noob and Guest 666's lore. And actually in Noob's and Guest 666's lore, Haunted Mansion is a big part of it. Specifically more on the Noob side. Noob goes to Haunted Mansion and something happens in the Haunted Mansion that probably gets Noob teleported into the Forsaken realm. And like, bro, if there's already lore about Haunted Mansion and stuff happening in Haunted Mansion, why is Haunted Mansion not a map in this? It would make perfect sense, right? For example, let's take Underground War map, right? There is a skin variant of this, and it's pretty much a representation of the Guest and Bacon Hair wars. And the reason why that map exists is because Slasher and Guest 1337 do have lore connecting them. They both took place in those wars, and that's why that map exists in Forsaken. Haunted Mansion would just make perfect sense for that map to just exist in the Forsaken universe. Second thing is, it's an OG map. We have Yorick's resting place, which is another classic map, and because of how Forsaken, you know, tends to be with having OG related stuff, we have Pirates Bay, which I think is another classic map. There's just a bunch of classic maps. We're actually in a classic map right now. That's another thing. Haunted Mansion would fit this genre perfectly. I don't want to die, please. And then there's one more thing that gets me to think that Haunted Mansion is just around the corner. I made a video about exploring secret maps in Forsaken, and one of these secret maps were actually Haunted Mansion, and it was just the default Haunted Mansion. That's definitely not how it's going to look if it would get added into the game. Oh my goodness, I'm dead. Whoa, my god, how did that not hit me? Anyways, of course, if the Haunted Mansion were to get added, it's going to look completely different. For example, let's take Yorick's resting place again. Comparing the original Yorick's resting place to our current Yorick's resting place, they're two separate beasts. And I do have a feeling that's what they're going to do to Haunted Mansion. So that's like my free hints, right? A while back, you could play this map in VIP servers. The second thing that we've noticed is this skin is being remade to look a lot more like Haunted Mansion. No, please, no! And third of all, Haunted Mansion is literally a part of Forsaken's lore. Let me back up my proof. If we go all the way to this beach, there was a little note here. Clicking on this note, here it is. Later today, me, someone, and someone are going to Haunted Mansion. You can clearly fill in the gaps, and it says Haunted Mansion. Something is going on in that Haunted Mansion. So now that we have the evidence, kinda evidence, I don't know. Let's actually take a look at Haunted Mansion for the people who don't know what Haunted Mansion even is. And here we are. I just realized another thing adding on to this is Shedletsky made this map. The Shedletsky made Haunted Mansion. Everything connects perfectly. Shedletsky's in Forsaken, so why can't we have his map in Forsaken? Anyways, yeah, so this is the original Haunted Mansion. You can tell it's very bare bones, but at the time this was like peak. I'm pretty sure this was actually a Halloween themed map or something along those lines. I can't remember, but if some of you can help me in the comments, that would be nice. You can go into the house through here. This is the red room. Here's the red room. There's a bunch of stuff. We can go down here into this little basement, and there's actually a secret wall right here. Boom, into the brew room. You can go into here and it'll change your head. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. The map also has a whole underground area right here. And I do have a feeling if this map were to get added, it would get changed. I think the whole mansion would feel a lot more open. Maybe this wall wouldn't be here, something along those lines. Maybe the upstairs wouldn't even exist, or it would look a lot more smaller, because you gotta remember, we have the whole inside, and then we also have the entire outside and underground area. But this is, yeah, this is Haunted Mansion. I'm making one of my maps from my horror game based on this. That's pro. Yeah, I don't know who that is. If we go down here, yeah, there's the Scarecrow. It looks a lot more basic here, but you can tell this used to be the Duskar Scarecrow. But yeah, hopefully we'll see this map in the game soon. And one more thing I want to mention with this map is it would honestly just be a perfect time for them to add this map. Think about it. Haunted Mansion. It's a haunted mansion. It would fit perfectly for a Halloween update, a Halloween map, or whatever you want to call it. Would it be a seasonal map? Probably not, but I think if Haunted Mansion got released during the supposed Halloween update, that would be super cool. Today we got our small glimpse of the Halloween update, and even if this map wouldn't get released during Halloween, this could still get released during the Guest 666 update, because just lore reasons, right? Honestly, now that I'm talking about it, it would be so much cooler if we got this map. Don't kill me, bro. If we got this map during Halloween, that would be so cool. It would fit perfectly. Maybe we could even get quests inside of Haunted Mansion. Oh my god, like limited Halloween quests, like, oh hey, go explore the mansion, hopefully it's not haunted, or something along those lines. Maybe one of the badges or whatever achievements could be something relating to the brew, right? You have to find the brew. There's a lot you can do with it. Maybe another one could be pick all the pumpkins across the map, bringing back the old puzzle from Planet Oz. There's a lot they can do, and I hope they do it. If any developers are watching this, I don't know if you can say anything, but would you guys consider adding Haunted Mansion into the game? Maybe not during a Halloween event or anything like that, but just in general. I have a feeling we're gonna get it eventually. That's definitely the case, but the big question is just when are we gonna get it? Guys, I have just realized one extra thing. This confirms it. There's nothing else about it. Look at Cat's Eye. This is the newest Dusakar skin that just got released, and it's a limited skin for Halloween. Look at this. Look at the render. Behind it's Haunted Mansion. Guys, there is no doubt Haunted Mansion is the next map in the game. Hopefully, honestly, yeah, I do have a feel. I have the strongest feeling that we're gonna be getting Haunted Mansion during this Halloween update. It's going to be perfect. Hopefully. Maybe I just predicted the whole update. That would be super cool. Maybe I didn't. Whatever the case is, I'm excited to see what they have in store, because Haunted Mansion, I have a lot of history behind it. I used to play this game called Bear, and a very iconic map was Haunted Mansion. That's where I learned what in the world Haunted Mansion was. So it would be super cool if Haunted Mansion got into this game and a lot more people could learn about the history of Haunted Mansion and everything along those lines. I'm so hyped for this update, for this Halloween update, for the Guest 666 update, whatever. I am hyped for literally everything. But for now, I'm gonna go grind for these Duskar skins, because oh boy, they're expensive.